So from the cases screen, we're going to go to Manage User-Defined Fields. We're first going to show that we've got these attributes that we've imagined. And the first one is feedback Y.
Oopsie.
And we can see that that's a combo box with values in it. And then we have feedback what. Also a combo box with these values assigned. Lastly, we have feedback note, which is just to collect the note. And that's just a text box. So now we're going to add those user-defined fields to the attributes. So feedback Y first. And then feedback what. And then feedback note. So now if you click on the back arrow and you go to the user-defined fields tab, we'll see that we have those values available to us. Okay.
Cool.
So now we're going to go to the customization project. And we're going to go to the height machine one. We're going to add that screen, CR 36,000. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is add our dialog box. And you can point out here that the existing dialog boxes for other things are already here. We're going to add a new one. And we're going to call it form feedback. And then we're going to hit plus to add a new field. The schema for the first one is feedback Y. Our field name is going to be Y. And the title is good. But we also we can set a default value. So from schema, we can say it's all Caitlin Clark's problem. We can add a new record, which is feedback what. So we're reusing the schema of these, and you can call this what to do, all one word.
Oh, what? Should I get rid of these question marks?
Yes, no question marks. I apologize. That causes an error. We tried that before. Okay.
And from schema here, right?
No, we don't need from schema because we're not going to set a default value. And then lastly is notes, feedback notes.
And feedback note or what?
Yes, feedback notes. I'm sorry, note. I apologize. Note.
Okay.
Okay.
And save.
I hit save, and then you can preview this dialog box.
Oh yes, good call.
And you can see that those are interactive. You can hit cancel.
Cool.
Okay. So the next step is we need some conditions to make everything work. So let's go to conditions. And we'll create a new condition called is assigned. And that's the assigned to is not empty.
Okay.
And then the next one is called feedback received.
Is feedback received?
Is feedback received. Thank you. And then the field name is feedback, the attribute, yeah, feedback received equals true. Okay. So the next step is we need a couple actions then to interact with this. So we're going to go to actions. The first action we're going to create is called feedback received.
I just keep these the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Perfect.
the action type is workflow. And that in the category is actions.
Okay. And then okay.
That okay.
All right.
The next one is more complicated. It's going to be contact customer.
Okay.
And that one's going to call the dialog box,
Mm-hmm.
form feedback.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
The action type is workflow. The category is actions. And then in the fields to update,
Uh-huh.
we're going to say feedback, which is feedback received,
Uh-huh.
um, from schema is true.
Okay.
And then add a new
Right here.
feedback. Yep. Feedback what? Yeah, feedback what is what to do. I'm
Not
sorry, turn
following.
off, I apologize. Turn off the from schema and
Go to the edit.
yeah, go to the edit. It's
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
open brackets,
Uh-huh.
form feedback dot what to do, just as you had typed it in, and say okay. The next one is feedback Y, the
Not
new
from schema
value,
also.
also not from schema.
Uh-huh.
We want square brackets, form feedback dot Y, and then the attribute feedback note.
Go back to edit.
Mhm.
Form.
Form feedback dot note,
Okay.
and say okay.
Tricky one.
Okay. So now we're going to go to workflows. And we're going to add a workflow.
Okay.
And we're going to extend the system workflow, and it's the default.
Okay.
The workflow type, if you click on the drop down, is default.
Okay.
And then the name is WNBA hype. We're going to make that one active.
Okay.
And then click on the name.
Okay.
We're going to create a new state. So click on add states.
Okay.
And the identifier is B as in boy.
Mm-hmm.
Feedback.
Mm-hmm.
And say okay.
No parent state.
No parent state.
Okay.
Okay. From new,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to create a transition, add transition.
Okay.
The triggered by action, the trigger name
Mm-hmm.
is contact customer.
Mm-hmm.
The condition is assigned. And the target state is feedback. Okay. Then in the feedback state, we'll add a transition.
Huh?
Triggered by action. The trigger name is feedback received, the other action we created. The condition is feedback received. It is feedback received. and the target state is open.
Nice.
And you're going to say OK. You're going to click back on the feedback action. And you're going to go to the Actions tab. And you're going to say Auto Run Condition.
I'm adding a new one or I'm adjusting
No,
that?
you're going to change the auto run condition from false to is feedback received.
Nice.
And you're going to hit save. And then you're going to publish.
Oh. Now I'm gonna hit pause.
Mhm.